RealLyfeStreetStarz. Hey, it's Blogger City. It's Blogger City in the building. Well, first and foremost, not Jerry Springer, Sperry Springer.
Man, you still ain't did the live DNA test yet, nigga.
Nah,
Got to, bro.
I haven't got to it
I
yet.
told you that would have been the move.
Nah, for real. I've had niggas that want to shoot videos and they be like, yo, bro, I want you to play like Jerry Springer in the video and we gonna do that type of shit. I need to.
Before we get started, bro, what do you categorize yourself as? Because that's, there's so many names going on with different interviewers, bloggers, media personalities, YouTubers. What do you categorize what you do, bro?
Off the rip, I'm just the blueprint of the shit, of the new shit. But like, I don't really like the blogger shit because the way that it's been painted now, it's kind of like it ain't even cool to like sound like a blogger now because the way everybody else paints bloggers. Right. So like at first I just was like saying I was like a vlogger, like a street vlogger, because really that's how I looked at everything I was doing.
That's what you're doing.
I'm vlogging and shit, but then the whole blogger thing, I think they just mixed me into it. But I'm not really heavy on Instagram, posting Instagram posts. That's more bloggerish. Like I'm just more of an interviewer and vlogger if it came down to it. But the blog shit, it's a hard title to accept because it's not cool to be a vlogger technically right now.
So I do gotta ask, man. They come up with these, the top 15 blogger lists, top 10 blogger lists, and like recently you haven't been on any of them, bro. And I always look at you as like, after the Say Cheese is right, it was you in the streets really getting it in. You know what I'm saying? We was there was some other people there. All-Star Magazine.
Yeah.
I always look at you as like one of the young goats. You know what I'm saying? Really out there.
Man.
Mashing, asking good ass questions, you know what I'm saying? Doing some classic interviews with Sean Cotton, just Sauce Walker. Do you feel slighted in any way when people don't mention you, or do you feel like you falling off?
Nah, first of all, that means a lot coming from y'all, cause like I really look up to y'all a lot. But I definitely don't think I ever fell off, man. I think that I don't try to knock anybody else, but I do feel like just the game itself is just more people in it, so it's more saturated than it was. Like I feel the void at the time when I came into it, so it was easy for me to like stand out. Now it's like a shitload of people trying to do shit, and then it's niggas that shortcut in the process. See me, I trusted in the process, and I really like worked my way into the position I got. So like I don't think I've ever fell off, but like as far as the list shit, after I missed out on a couple of them, like I kind of like gave up on the list shit because I'm like, I'm trying to talk better because like my mom gonna watch this hoe, so niggas be thinking I cuss too much. But like, yeah, them lists be kind of full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas that's on there is niggas that said I inspired them or they looked up to me, and it's like, how can you not? When you talk about DFW, then we go deep into DFW. Let's just go to Fort Worth, Tarrant County. That's me. Shout out Diamond Stone, because Diamond Stone is the nigga now, right now. Yeah, but that's me.
Sperry Springer definitely, man. Listen. All right, let's have a real conversation here, man. RealLyfeStreetStarz, we in the building, man. Sperry Springer.
Yeah.
We're gonna shout out to Don and Kush and Tim. We about to go through there, but first with Sperry.
Yes, sir.
So we on this RealLyfeStreetStarz platform, man. We try to fuck with everyone. As you see, we have, I don't want to call it bloggers, but we have media entertainment entities. We have artists. We have a lot of people that come through sit on this couch. We like to give everybody light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Therefore, I ain't gonna lie, man. We don't get a lot of hate in the city. We do get a lot of love, a lot of respect, a lot of admiration. You got in this game, and as you started elevating, situations start happening where hate comes. Altercations come, words come.
Yeah.
How do you feel that shit comes about with you when you're in this industry to get ahead?
Man, I think that it just comes with like when you start like really making noise or you're really moving up, like, adversity is always gonna come with anybody. Like, bro, even Floyd Mayweather, when he first started, he was a American hero because he was winning at the Olympians. Everybody loved Floyd, but as soon as he started climbing up, then he becomes a villain. Or niggas started. I've never been a villain, but
he started having that money moniker, which people start saying, "Oh, you were kind of flamboyant and arrogance.
Yeah. But
did that come into play with you or anything? Did you?
Nah, cause like even that, like so now I'm running with the blueprint shit because like I feel like I am the blueprint to what a lot of other up and coming people are doing, not just in Texas but outside of Texas. Cause people outside of Texas done gave me my props and been like, yo, bro, I was watching your shit and it showed me like I could do this and that. But like I think it comes from not speaking much. Like when you don't say shit, it allows people to run with narratives. So like I totally get like athletes and shit now when ESPN and shit making up stories and these Instagram pages like just saying whatever and a nigga like me is just in the cut not talking, people start believing shit or just going with whatever these. So if somebody says, yo, this nigga Sperry's a Go Yayo super fan, but Sperry never says nothing about it. Next you know, everybody else gonna run with it, but that's not the case. I'm just not trying to play into all the internet shit.
I do gotta ask about that because now we're starting to see different forms of vlogging, especially in the DFW, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've almost created a TMZ-esque type element where, you know, hey, Kush Pat Chris knocks a nigga out. This thing gonna be on 9 blocks, like
everywhere.
That shit gonna be everywhere. Somebody's gonna make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that is helping or hurting the vlogging game?
I think it's what it is, but like it does kind of like hurt in a way. Like that's what I expect. That's why I actually got like a lot of pages muted. Like it's only a select few pages that I don't got muted. Shout out to RealLyfeStreetStarz, Before the Cloud, Mile High Men, a couple other pages. I don't like seeing the same 20 stories on my timeline every day. So like the people, they're gonna get their clout and their promo, but at the same time, it starts to like promote to the next generation and the up and coming people, damn, only way that you can get on is to do this or do that. And that's not really how it's supposed to be. Like it'd be a lot of artists discouraged because they think, damn, only way I can get on is beefing or doing some wild shit. And that's not the case, but it gets painted like that because once you start only covering that, people start to believe that shit. So I think it does kind of hurt in a way, in my opinion.
Man, listen, man. All right. And again, we're going to have a real conversation.
Yes, sir.
You yourself had said, like, man, this shit right here is too fucked up. This game is fucked up. I'm chilling. I'm out. Fuck it. I'm doing, fuck this. Throwing in the tap. And you see a situation like Joe Budden with Rory and Mal.
Yeah.
And he goes through it with it's emotional, it's personal, but he's like, the show must go on.
Yeah.
The business must go on. Even though that I'm going through it, I'm fucked up in my head, I feel fucked up, I want to say things, but I cannot put my emotions on this. I got to keep the ball going. How do you feel when people who are fans of yours see you say, I'm going to chill for a moment, take a hiatus, take a break, not post as much, not go as hard, because people are rooting for you? But do you feel like your fans, you're like, are you letting them down? Are you...
Yeah, nah, I definitely, I really be like, behind the scenes, I definitely be torn and messed up about it because like, shoot, if anybody knows, he know, because we be riding in the car all the time and I be going back and forth like, man, bro, I don't want to cover all this shit, but this is what people want me to cover. And if I talk about this or I interview this person, everything's going up and shit. But like, to just my own morals and characters is like, I don't know, there's some shit just big. I can tell what's like deeper than rap and bigger than rap. So it's like, I don't know, some shit's just more personal.
And I can see that you're not in it for the views. You know, you're not in it for like, I'm chasing views, chasing numbers, chasing clout.
Yeah.
What do you say to the quote unquote bloggers or those that's in it right now that are chasing nothing but views, give a fuck about morals, give a fuck about whatever, and I'm gonna just chase the clout right now because technically there is a bag to get when you chase that?
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
I mean, I'm definitely not in it for the views because one, off the rip, this is my second channel. My first channel, the shit that these niggas brag on and talk about doing, and I did that in 5-6 months on my first channel. Like I did it, like millions of views, all authentic. I just found out about Google advertisement and shit. I never even knew about none of that shit. So everything, it's all after the muscle. So it's like, yo, when you really working hard and it's coming from a pure place, the people gonna be able to view that shit and see that shit. And that's why like so many of my clips, even if they don't hit off the rip, them bitches grow over time because it's like, yo, it's timeless classic content, bro. Nigga, I could interview a nigga like Tuesday last summer. Nobody gets interviews with Tuesday except for Real Life and DJ Small's eyes. But this nigga Sperry pop up, yo, this shit gonna go under the radar. But then a year from now it's
as he go up,
yeah,
right there.
It's at 30,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stay down.
And I will say, like, you have a classic, to me, a classic interview with one of the GOATs, man, Sean Cotton, man, of Say Cheese TV.
Facts.
And
Shout
what's
out, Sean.
thought about that interview, the one you did a few, but the one you did is, he's sitting in your room in a blanket. Like, if you could redo that, would you tell him, like, hey, let's keep it professional, let's take the blanket off, or do you like it as authentic as it was?
I think that that's funny because, like, I don't know, like, I never really thought about it because it just be so much, like, every interview is different and the environments is different. So, like, even with that was through the conversation, and at a point, I guess he just threw the blanket on. I guess if my shit was like, nah, fuck it, I can't tell nobody. However niggas want to do their shit, like, that's on them. And it actually probably made it more of like a funnier thumbnail and more like stand out, you feel me? So I don't know, I never really thought about it like that, but that was a classic interview.
You know, and I'm curious, man, because, you know, we haven't had our chance to get on the Sperry Springer show. We haven't had our chance to sit down and have you question us. But since we're right here, if you were to ask us, the RealLyfeStreetStarz, just one question, man, off the rip, what would you ask us?
That on the spot, see, I got my interview set up.
Nigga, I don't want to interview y'all niggas.
Nah.
I have no questions for y'all niggas.
I definitely have my interview question set up off the rip. I think I would just ask, just for the fans on some rapid, who is the one person that's like, nigga, you can come sit on the couch anytime you want. Like, every time you on the couch, bro, it's just gold.
Ooh. Roy Lee.
Roy Lee, recipes Roy Lee.
Because at the point, it was he was one of the first people that really embraced us. He actually we did a RealLyfeStreetStarz party. Shout out Pint came through. Lil Ronnie to this day can come through this motherfucker anytime he want. This nigga performed for an hour.
Yeah.
For no reason, bro. It wasn't even supposed
just
to be
going.
on. This nigga just got up there because it was like niggas was in there. They was, you know, kind of just in there. That nigga turned that bitch up.
Nah, Roy Lee was
I'm
funny as
talking about
hell.
Up in the air, he was just playing. I was like, oh shit, they gave us a real concert, bro. So I respect Lil Ronnie on a whole different level.
Ronnie.
Roy Lee at the time, that nigga was just, he was doing skits for us, just really building with us for free, bro. So them two for sure. Top Off. Anybody from Top Off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, all y'all Half Pint interviews always be classic. I'll be watching every single clip.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna give you some game right now, bro. Roy Lee, man, he has interviews that we've done that never came out.
Yeah.
No shit.
Never came out.
Why don't you put them out? Because some niggas will put them out.
You want to tell him why we never put them out?
Hey, look, I don't know. I mean,
Hey, listen, man. We gonna keep it 100, man. This is when he was really beefing with Yella, man. And some of the energy was just. I don't want to say it was going to a place, but it was the audio fucked up. The audio fucked up. We didn't put it out.
Yeah. Nah.
It was bad audio.
a nigga snorted cocaine live on camera. We
trying to save some niggas.
Bro, then the nigga, no bullshit, then the nigga paid me with the money and he snorted the shit out.
Damn.
And again, to his point, shout out Ronnie. We did a RealLyfeStreetStarz party. Ronnie came through. Roy Lee came through. And that nigga, I ain't gonna lie, he went on a rant. It exists somewhere on YouTube, somewhere. It exists somewhere.
Yeah.
He went on a rant about Dallas artists not showing up for their city. And it was just an epic rant. If you can find it. Somebody post it in the comments.
It's out there.
Yeah, post in the comments. But those are things that, like, when you're in this industry and you see people at their beginning, from yourself, from Roy to Ron, and to elevate to levels of star status, I understand how the media scrutinize every little thing a nigga does, because we do have stars in the city and it's like crazy. But anybody, you know, this couch is really, man, hey, this couch is legendary.
It's
and
legendary.
Again, to have you
iconic.
here multiple times is legendary.
Nah, for
And
real.
with that said,
I gotta ask you one question, man. If you had the ability to sign, you know, during the time you was vlogging, it was kind of like the heyday of like Fort Worth kind of going crazy.
Yeah.
You had the ability to sign one person and just make them go. Like they didn't ever get the chance that they deserved. Who would it be?
That never got the actual chance?
Like, well, I mean, like, they could have been local hot or they could have been, you know, semi-hot, but I'm talking about like the chance to listen to the world.
Shout out my nigga.
World
Hey, put that nigga to the mic. Who that? Shout him out. Shout him out. Who that?
Hey, Mr. Active in the chat.
Hey, Duck. Oh, Boca.
That nigga he got a song so funny.
Hey, that nigga Ducky, bro. That nigga part of the conversation too, goddamn man. That nigga talking to tap.
You heard me say what's up with it?
Hey, shout out Ducky P, man. RealLyfeStreetStarz in the building, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
But hey, no, I want you to ask that question though.
Yeah.
As
What was
far
it?
as who would you have signed at the height?
Are we talking just anybody or people I interviewed or something?
No, anybody. You were in the game and you knew who was bubbling. Who would you have signed?
It probably sound like a basic answer, but cause I can't just go with somebody that didn't get the chance just off the rip. If I go off an original emotion, CJ Casino. When I met CJ, he had like 6,000 followers. I met him in Stop 6. I went to one of his first shows in his hood. Like, gang shit only in the moment of when he dropped that album and started dropping videos on Hotline, I just knew. Like, you go back to my caption, it was one of my first Instagram pictures. I said, like, yo, bro, he's next up. This is the next guy out of Fort Worth.
Now I gotta ask you, who had the hardest debut? Yayo, CJ Casino, Bugatti Casino. Who else? That's not even a question. Come on. Now, bro, Go Yayo's. Hey,
Yeah.
CJ Casino. CJ Casino had a hard debut album too, bro.
Oh, album.
Yeah, I'm talking about their debuts.
Off the rip, it's Yayo.
Yeah, that's not a question to me,
but gang shit only. Like, I was just telling my homie who should have been here. Gang shit only is top 5 Fort Worth mixtapes of all time by CJ Casino. But Yayo, like, you ain't never seen an energy hit Fort Worth. Like, when he did that, it woke Fort Worth. Like, niggas was just like, that was like the first time niggas kind of like came from the cut and just being on some bullshit and grimy shit. Cause like up until the rap shit, Fort Worth was just always like on the bullshit. Like, that's why niggas don't have clubs and things, cause it's always some rah-rah shit. Yayo kind of made it fun for a second and like woke niggas up and got niggas going with that shit.
Hey, what advice would you have gave Yayo if instead of going on live when the cops was behind him, he would have called you?
I'd have been like, I would have definitely been like, bro, you're wild, you gotta chill. But in his, I'm like, he probably knows that it's like over at the jump. So he's like, yo, let me get this last blunt in, cause like I can't imagine how niggas feel, you know, being high going into jail. Cause I never been high going to jail. But I'm like, yeah, make that blunt worth it. But I definitely, I don't know, if anything, I don't want to say it because it sounds bad. Nigga, hey, if you gonna smoke the blunt, you might as well get gone on the niggas. For real.
Sauce Walker versus Go Yayo, which
Yeah.
was the most confusing beef, because I thought they was cool. Like, I don't know where the fuck that shit even came from. I don't even know where the fuck that shit came from. Like, they both go hard. They both, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit hurt your heart. That shit kind of hurt my soul. It'd be like, damn, why the fuck Texas beefing? Like,
I was torn. Like, it might sound like a sound clip, but like it's like being a kid and like both your parents are divorcing or something, and it's like, but I like my mom and I like my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out my nigga Drippy too. Y'all interviewed Drippy. I appreciate y'all for that.
That was a good interview.
I was torn because on a personal standpoint, they both done did so much for me, and damn near any time if I did ask for something, or if I pop up or they pop up on me, it's like niggas never even tell me no about anything. But for my position, what I was in, shout out my nigga Big Ant from Urban Politicians. He called me one of the times. He seen what I was doing. Like, I'm interviewing niggas, and he like, shit, Sperry, I ain't gonna lie, this shit kind of look crazy right now. So, you know what I'm saying? You do what you do, but it might look wild if you know what I'm saying? You dropping these interviews with us, why, you know what I'm saying, might make you look funny on some Fort Worth shit. And I know myself, but I thought about it and I was like, yeah, like at the end of the day, I gotta live up here. I gotta stay up here. I don't have any issues like that. But if it did come down to it, it's like, I'm only putting myself in harm's way if I'm picking sides, and at the end of the day, like,
Don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't put yourself in harm's way.
yeah, like I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a super Go Yayo fan. I love Go Yayo's music. But like Sauce, you know what I'm saying? Sauce is obviously like, he's on the Mount Rushmore of Texas already. Like it's DJ Screw, Pimp C, Sauce Walker, and whoever else you want to name.
Now, And before I ask the next question, shout out Ant. Ant, if you're watching this, we had that nigga Ant. We had that nigga Big Ant eating lamb chops with Jim Jones. Ant, show love in the comments, my nigga. Shout a nigga out. But with that being said, hey, if you could, watching even Yayo's career and what transpired, as a person who vouched for that nigga, what advice would you have given him towards the middle of his resurgence to kind of go about his career?
Realize how much of a superstar you are. Like, I know his circle, people around him definitely let him know. Cause I've been around Yayo when he's around like his clique and people off camera, and it's like, I don't know how old niggas is and whatnot, but I'm saying like, he's definitely like little bro to some of his niggas, and I know that they're definitely guiding him and giving them the game, but sometimes when you're young, you're gonna do what you wanna do. So like with Yayo, I would just be like, yo bro, like you gotta realize you're a superstar already. Like bro, there's reasons why you were at Soulja, you can go to Soulja Boy's crib anytime. You was at Birdman's mansion, you've been around all this shit.
If he was free right now with the
should he have shined to Soulja Boy?
Soulja.
Idealistically, it sounds meant to be, but if you really look at Soulja's track history, he hasn't really ever like technically signed nobody. All his shit really be like some co-sign, like yeah, just rock with me. So like I think he should have just rocked out with Soulja Boy for a while, but I don't think Soulja Boy, if Soulja Boy is what he's on now, yeah, it would have been a perfect time. But the time when Yayo popped up on him, I don't think Soulja Boy was like on his shit the way he is.
Yeah, what
right?
the guy to sign to at the time of trust me, I would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of cosigns, man, I definitely want you to give a big cosign because again, niggas do respect your cosign. You have some hard hitters sitting with you right now.
Man.
Take your time out to introduce,
teams.
Reintroduce.
Teams.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my boy Temp, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the artists I shoot videos for, and we really pushing, you know what I'm saying? This is my boy Kushpack Chris. You guys are familiar with him.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Kushpack Chris live up to the name. Live up to the name.
Yeah, Kushpack Chris, he's like my plug in connection to Dallas. And then we got my boy Dundada who shoots videos. Like this is somebody that like I came across working with my boy Temp, that bro got for real with the videos, and now he's like one of the more nicer, videographers and editing and shit and shooting out of Fort Worth. But like I got like a team of artists that I would consider like the Sperry Springer brand. It's not a label, it's just affiliation of just like, yo bro, we're all working towards the same goal, and I'm gonna use my platform to always highlight y'all and give y'all the chance to like show everybody like y'all niggas, because people take my stamp serious. Like if I say somebody's dope, for granted, he just FaceTime with Ducky. Yo, when I first was fucking with Ducky, everybody was hating on Ducky, and I'm over here the nigga saying, yo, this the hottest nigga in Dallas.
When the nigga name start popping, nigga name start bubbling.
You feel me? I just get behind. If it's genuine, I'm gonna get behind it, and we gonna really build. And like I'm gonna go all in for whatever I can do with whatever little. Like it just means a lot to be able to use the resources. This is my bro's first time ever seeing RealLyfeStreetStarz. This shit inspiration.
And
so
when you walked in, were you fucked up about how beautiful it was? How nice it was in here?
We got a room in a track house.
How like were you overwhelmed or underwhelmed? I mean,
you smell the cocaine on
I'm gonna save you from that answer. Don't say shit. We squadding up after this. But with that being said, like I'm curious because we having a blogger interview conversation. Some females as far as artists, rappers in the city, the funk, the D. Who are you fucking with out here?
As far as females, I come across them all the time. I haven't really ever got to like get super attached and build with them as much because I think females are more reserved out here as far as the music shit. And I understand because they probably used to niggas like trying to like holler at them and shit.
Keep it big. You ain't never used that card yet?
I'm Sperry Springer.
But I'm not give you a little free upload. Just give me a little head,
It sound good. Free upload. A free upload. Not the 40. That nigga said the 4. Oh damn. Nah, I never used that card, to be honest with you. I don't know. Y'all niggas know some chicks. I know that one chick that was at the what show? What was that? That was at your show, right?
Them niggas looking at me like,
She opened
don't
up.
look at me with that shit. Like, I got a bitch at the crib.
I be
What the
seeing
fuck you
chicks
talking about,
perform.
Sperry?
I don't know though. Like, I can't name them off the top because, like I said, I haven't really built with no like one female yet to just really. But I be seeing a lot of dope chicks, and I like female rappers. If I could add a female rapper to the squad and to the team, I think we would take off because that's.
Man, bro. Sperry, bro, you didn't say no names, so therefore you didn't help no female rapper just right now, bro. Goddamn it.
What's the chick's name? She.
Don't even say it. They gonna matter.
She opened up at that concert that you had in Dallas. Mercy, someone with the M. I think she might be from Louisiana too, but she out here because I know she went to high school with my nigga Bandito. Damn. I'm blanking out. I don't want to say like the basic names. Like niggas could say like Tay Money and shit, but that's not helping. She already on. Like I want to say, yeah, like she's on. I wish I could name somebody like that's just like on the grind, on the come up. The Snow from Snow, the one that she
got placements.
yeah. No, not her. Snowy or Snow from Texas. Like she be fucking with Bubba and shit.
Oh, DJ Bubba?
I don't know. I need more female. You know who I used to like as a female rapper that I really was all in on? Did you know who JP Savage was?
Yes, we shot him.
Yeah, I was all. Me and her talk all the time, every now and then. That's what I'm saying. I think she's just young and she probably just has real life shit going on. But that was, if there was any female rapper, especially from Fort Worth, that I was like all in on, it was her.
Any female rapper, downfall is a nigga.
See, hey, you said it. Hey, you said it. I didn't. You said I didn't. But that's how I be feeling. It's like real life shit. Like niggas, you know, it just.
Wait, hold up. Where you? Did it bother you that you wasn't on? Did it bother you that you wasn't on the gatekeeper list?
Nah, cause like I still don't even understand what a gatekeeper is. So like technically, like I really wasn't tripping. And then at that, like the gatekeeper shit, the way they set it up is like, I posted this before. I don't even look at myself like the same generation or wave as you guys. Like I feel like you guys, Say Cheese, are like the founding fathers. So when we talk about gatekeepers, it gotta be like people like yourself, Sean Cotton, and like the people that's the foundation that opened up the scene. Now, if you talk about like on some like young nigga shit, yeah, I probably am a gatekeeper to like younger artists, especially out of Tarrant County and shit like that.
Would you ever close the gate on a nigga like? If he was just doing some fuck shit to you, like personally?
Man, nah, I wouldn't because I know how hard it is to try to eat. So I would never. And even through now, like, man, you know, people do a lot of foul shit, say a lot of slick shit, turn left, or even people like work with you, you know, you get some niggas going and then they, you know, they run off with something else. Like at the end of the day, it's like, I feel really good at myself just knowing like, yo, bro, what we did was genuine and pure. Even if it was one video, one interview to, you know, behind the scenes, just pointing you in the direction and shit. Cause that's something that people don't see is like, a lot of people call me and message me and ask me a lot of advice, niggas before they sign deals, things like that. Not saying that they make the decision off of myself, but it's like, I know that it's genuine. So if it was genuine at a point, why would I ever try to hoe you? Now, if you fuck with my shit, like, yeah, maybe I would be like on some fuck you shit, but nobody's ever tried to really just straight up damage me. Even the niggas that did, you know what I'm saying, we talk about shit and it never had to be no animosity.
That's what's up, man. 2021, man, like what does Sperry Springer have coming up?
Man, for the summer, man, we're gonna do the Sperry Springer pop-up tour. We're gonna do like pop-up shows in various amount of cities. We're gonna start with small markets and then transition into the big markets. But we're coming to Oklahoma City, Denver, Kansas City, St. Louis. And then we're gonna slide back, double back to like, you know, places that we've been to before, like Detroit, Chicago. We're gonna add New York and shit. And really just network, build on the brand, and then just, you know, just really build with other markets. That's my main thing, is being bigger than Texas. My shit's so Texas-based, which is cool, because Texas is a good place to have your #1 base at, but it's bigger than just Texas sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it's some opportunities out there, but I'm gonna just keep shooting, pushing my artists, and when I say my artists, I mean just like my team. Like, I don't have no contractual obligations with nobody. Like, it's just all loyalty and shit. But I want to get better at shooting music videos. I feel like that's something people sleep on me about is the music videos, like low key. Like, I think I'm pretty nice at the videos. I could be better, but I'm like, people are so focused on the interview shit that niggas don't realize, like, I probably shoot more music videos than interviews at this point.
Now, hey, let's do it like this. One word association. I'm gonna say a name.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just one word association, man. Just throw a word out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh man.
Vlad TV.
Vlad, he said that I did informative.
Say cheese.
Say cheese. Go.
Real Tune TV.
Funny.
Dallas Global.
Shit.
No comment.
Just one word.
Just one word. Just one word. Just one word. Just one.
Prodigy.
MO3.
Can I say GOAT again, or does that have to be different words? GOAT.
Go.
GOAT. And I liked Mo3 before he passed away, but I became a bigger Mo3 fan after he passed away. Unfortunately, I'm one of them people because it's like you really like are kind of forced to like, man, let me go really divulge in whatever I was missing out on.
Yeah. Let me really listen to the music.
Man, bro, and like I can vouch, like niggas getting a haircut like in Fort Worth, like off of Brentwood, staring shit on the east side of Fort Worth, and niggas at the barbershop is just playing Mo3 for like 2 hours straight. This is years ago, so he been like niggas been fucking with him.
Were you active? Let's take it there. Were you active at the time when he passed away? Were you active on posting and just speaking your mind at that time, or were you quiet at that time? Did you have a say so in what was going on when you found out that he passed away?
No, I mean, I probably, I definitely posted and expressed like how fucked up I was about it, because I don't like to hear about nobody dying or passing away. Life's very real. But Mo3, I definitely said that, yo, this is a big L for DFW. Like, we're like, imagine just losing like one of your top players, like of your league. Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know, I felt bad. And what really like, not to make it sound selfish, but like I never met Mo3. That was the one, people give me props like, oh, you've been around this person. That's the one person I never met in person.
You ever reach out because you was active at the time?
Yeah, me and Mo, I definitely messed with Rainwater. We done been on live and shit like that. I just never forced the issue. Most of the people I interview and fuck with is people like I just meet in person. So I'll be like, hey bro, shit, you trying to like run that maybe in a couple days or next week or something? And I just never actually met him in person. But Mo3 definitely is a legend. He was definitely, if not the #1 spot, top 3 in Dallas. But a lot of niggas would just say he was #1. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I do know before he passed away, that video with Kevin Gates that he shot, like somebody reached out to me like, hey bro, they're thinking about using this spot as a venue. If they use this spot for this video, you should pull up. And they didn't end up using that venue. But I'm pretty sure I might have met him that day if he would have shot that hoe at that spot. But Mo3 is a GOAT, and that song made my like top 10 playlist of 2020.
That's real. With that being said, man, I'm just curious, man. Do you find this thing that you do, man, this business you're in, do you find it therapeutic?
Nah, it's probably like bad. Like whatever the opposite is. At this
it's work.
Yeah.
It fucks me up.
Yeah, it's stressful because I mean I do it out of love and passion. Like I love music. I used to make music, so I'm just one of them guys. It's like retired athletes that coach their kids and shit. Like I just want to be around the game forever, no matter what. Yeah. But like, yeah, like what for me, I'm not gonna act like I'm not shit. But at the same time, I'm not gonna act like I'm on. Like people already kind of look at me like I don't want to use Sean Cotton as an example. People be thinking I'm like rich and on and I could just change their life and shit. And it's like, I'm not there yet. So the way people be reaching out to me and things and expecting shit of me is like, bro, I'm still trying to get on myself. You feel me?
Because you young as fuck. And it's like, there's so much more game to give, so much more game to get.
Yeah.
And it's like, even having this interview and this conversation now, you know, I don't want to use words like rebirth or, you know, continue. I mean, it's like you've been in the game. It's like you never left. You know, there might have been a dry spell here and there, but you're here. You know, and like you got content coming. You got content that's there. That if anybody want to go and know the history of DFW, they could go to Sperry Springer TV.
Facts.
Find out everything they need to know and kind of have a storyline.
Facts.
So with that being said, as far as what do you expect of yourself as far as, you know, putting on your team, putting on your squad, and giving, you know, the clout that you got in yourself, because you have clout, to pass it down to your brethren or those that's coming after you. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be like, I want to do exactly that. Just be able to put everybody in position and make everybody into their own bosses, or let alone help guide that shit. Like, I don't want to say I want to be like anybody else, because that makes me sound like a follower, but like, it's people that I look up to in the shit where I'm like, yeah, like I don't even know too much about, bro, but me and him be talking about shit. Like the nigga Ghazi from Empire, like I want to be that nigga. Like that nigga's respected. Filthy Rich respect that nigga. Mozzie respect that nigga, because them niggas is eating because this nigga's putting them in position. That's all I want to do. And even with just you know, like you say, you can look at the timeline of DFW history and shit. That's why it's so big to do interviews like this with you guys, because one, in general, till I did an interview with y'all, a lot of people didn't have a face of Sperry Springer. Second, I did an interview with y'all, like I don't even want to hype it up. My life been different.
Hey, Ratchet TV too. I mean, not Ratchet TV. that Real Tune TV. Shout out Ratchet. Real Tune TV. Until he sat down, like they was able to put a face to a name, and even he took that and said, let me brand this. Yeah. Because there's a brand to it. I mean, you pull up to a spot, they need to know who you are. Man. Respect should come with it. As with everybody who put in work and who grind to get where they are. Respect should come with the face value, you know what I'm saying? And I want niggas to have face value out here.
Y'all definitely, Springer, man. Y'all did that, because like I did that ever since, like I just remember how just different everything was after that. Like more people, like we get out of quick trips, we be at Twin Peaks and shit, people be like, Sperry Springer, not like they really be. Yeah, nah, niggas know where we at. Hey, I want to get free promo, but niggas know what Twin Peaks we be at all the time, bro. But you know, that shit changed the game for me. But like, you know, if something was ever happening to me, I wasn't able to do this shit no more. If I was off this earth, like people can know, like you said, the timeline. That's what I don't want the credit like right now, but I don't want people to like disregard like the hard work a nigga put in. And I did it all off of the love. Like I never was getting paid for none of this shit. Like nigga, when I had my first chance to go kick it with Sauce Walker, my nigga Drippy told me on the spot, hey bro, if you're trying to pull up, nigga, they down at the mansion, you could go stay down there with them. They going to LA the next day, but you gotta hit the road right now. I'm gone there. And it's for the better of content, for people to enjoy it. This ain't just for me. You know what I'm saying? Like all the interviews, pulling up to neighborhoods, studios, every concert, shout out to concerts being back. I don't have to do none of that. Like I never even really went to concerts before this shit. Like I do this shit for the people, and for niggas can look and see a timeline and shit. So when y'all niggas look at whoever it is, whether it's Yayo, because for a long period of time I was the only nigga getting Yayo exclusives, to the up and coming people like a Ducky P or a NCG Mad Max. Nigga, I'm the first nigga to do Jorge Hefe's interview. I can't name other people, but you know, niggas was early on Splurge and think.
I want to ask you this, like, if you would have had your first channel, you probably would have been in like 400,000. Because I remember you went fast. Like you was getting subscribers like motherfucker. I was like, damn, who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how it came on. Where do you think you would be at right now had you still had your first channel?
The 400,000 got me hyped. I'll for sure say over 100,000 easily. And we would definitely, like all them old interviews, like a lot of them, anything with Yellow Beezy and shit would have been over millions of views by now.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you said that. See, I just don't pop too much shit on that shit no more, because I'll be
pop your shit, Sperry. Pop your shit, bro. I mean, my nigga, bro, do not be humble for these niggas, bro.
Niggas be sounding like a what's it called? Like, you know, somebody talking about their golden years playing football. So I don't want to sound.
Yeah. I mean, nigga, bro, you active, nigga, you active. Fuck all that, nigga.
That first channel was crazy.
Do you think it's harder Because it's like, I feel like back then it was like the views would go crazier.
Oh, you
certain
YouTube
interviews, and I think because they were newer, and now
Bro.
it's kind of like we're kind of recycling, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not as potent.
I talk about this shit all the time. Like this nigga know, like YouTube. First of all, YouTube algorithm is just way different. Like the shit back then was like, we not blocking none of this content. It's gonna pop up on your front page.
Facts.
So if you got traction, you got traction. But yeah, at the time, all that shit was new. So like for Texas, if you're in the state of Texas just trying to tune into your favorite up and coming rappers, because none of these niggas got clout at the time. Technically, like they got Texas clout, but really like in the game, we thinking they big out here, but like in the game, like these niggas aren't Uzi and Kodak at the time. But that shit was like so like refreshing to see, because it's like, yo, how does he have like a video of Yellow Beezy and Yayo talking out on 6th Street? Like that shit was groundbreaking. But yeah, so now you got a shitload of videos of niggas just running. Let me take that back. I was gonna say running their mouth, just coming up with drama and rumors about these niggas.
It's oversaturated.
So yeah, it's oversaturated.
So with that being said, you know, YouTube 101.
Thank you.
What would you name this interview right here?
Like what, headline wise?
Headline wise.
Sperry Springer mixed to doing cocaine live.
That's definitely gonna get them to tune in. I wouldn't be opposed to that, because niggas.
He said, "Cause it'll go."
Nah, for real.
Cause it'll go.
Yeah. Nah, it's because niggas just know me. Like, everybody know me. I don't smoke weed. I don't do shit. So
That'll be a revelation.
yeah, I'll probably go with some shit like that. If not, like, you know, just all right. Real life, y'all pretty good. Like at your titles, like it's never too like extra, but it's also like exactly whatever somebody said or was talking about. So I mean, just with some recent shit, you know, it would have something be like, yo, Sperry Springer responds to, you know, the blogger hate or whatever, you know, coming from, or blogger beef, whatever the fuck that people tune in. Because I know I'm not as exciting as Tune or even Terry Blue when it comes to what they do. So that's the way you have to.
No. Hey, shout out there. But thank you for making our job easier, because you just gave us the title. With that being said, hey man, Half Pint, he literally said that he has 1 point wherever he's at million subscribers, and his page is not monetized. What do you feel about that?
Man, either somewhere he fucked up, or somebody fucked his shit up, because there's no reason why Half Pint shouldn't be making a bag off that. Or maybe niggas gotta call bullshit, because I'm like, bro, there's no way that you can't be making bread off of.
You don't want niggas to know he getting that money.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna just keep that off the text, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It might be some shit like that. But
it's hard to hide that shit.
Anybody that has a YouTube channel that gets over X amount of subscribers and your views and shit, get your shit monetized and run it up, because this is free money. This nigga know when I called them thinking like, yo, bro, they really finna send me this money. And it was X amount of dollars, money that I never seen. As much as I want to act like, yo, I might have sold some weed or did some shit, I never touched this type of money. So like, to be able to see that type of money is like, yeah, bro, you better get yours.
Let me just give it to niggas right quick, because I want niggas to know. Hey, listen. I see some kids opening eggs like with toys in it on camera.
Yeah.
Like just that's all they was doing. Like
them niggas rich.
Opening eggs on camera. And the YouTube check for that alone for a month was $20,000. Yeah, rich ass kids. Just, what the fuck?
Rich Chinese niggas.
Man. So with that being said, man, hey Sperry, for those that do want to get at you, man, that want to follow the movement, that want to come in fruition with what you've been doing and what you're doing now, tell them how to hide you, man. Tell them how to get at you, man. Give them the social medias, man. Man, follow me on Sperry Springer on Instagram, YouTube. That's the main thing. Just follow me or subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/Sperry Springer TV. I'm on Twitter too, but follow me wherever. If I got time, let them shout themselves out, I will. But they don't have a microphone, but you could. Okay. If you know it. Well, follow my boy Temp with 3 P's on his Instagram. Cushpack Chris.
Cushpack Chris, you already know what the fuck it is, man. Yeah.
And shot by Dendada if you need some videos.
Dada, we about to connect.
And shit, shout out RealLyfeStreetStarz, man. One of the greatest things that ever happened to DFW. And then I would be a hoe if I didn't. Shout out to my mom, shout out to my daughter, shout out to my dad in Chicago, and all my family, and my friends, Rico, Duke, Thomas, Caleb, for always just supporting this shit.
All right, well, let's do it like this, man. You already know what the fuck going on, man. Dundada, Tim, Cushback, Chris, and the one and only Sperry, the motherfucking Springer. Not Jerry Springer, Sperry Springer. God damn it, y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Right here, you see some real life motherfucking street stars. We salute y'all niggas, man.
Man, thank you, bro.
Love, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out Reallyfe StreetStarz, nigga. Move it. Hey.